Ruby Franke, once a YouTube star known for her advice on raising kids, looking after children, and marital tips, now finds herself facing serious child abuse charges. But how did things take such a turn? And what made her young son escape through a window and seek help from a neighbor, ultimately leading to her arrest? Welcome back to True Crime Tangles. Join us as we explore the story of Ruby Franke, tracing her journey from a caring mom and online influencer to a person accused in a criminal case. Ruby Franke, a Mormon from Utah, was born on January 18, 1982. She was married to Kevin Franke and had 6 children named Sherry, Chad, Abby, Julie, Russell, and Eve, all between the ages of 10 to 20. They were members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. In 2015, Ruby launched the 8 Passengers YouTube channel, giving viewers a peek into her family's daily life. Over the years, their channel skyrocketed, hitting a massive 2.5 million subscribers and gaining an impressive 1 billion views by 2020. But in 2020, things started to go downhill for the Franke family. People began to worry about the strict rules in their Mormon household, especially those following their 8 Passengers page. The situation took a disturbing turn when it came to light that one of the Franke children was banned from his bedroom. Shockingly, he had to sleep on a beanbag for 7 long months.
My bedroom was taken away for 7 months and then you give it back like a couple weeks.
Quite bizarre, right? Viewers became even more alarmed by Ruby's extreme disciplinary actions. These included depriving her kids of food, sending a child away to a wilderness camp for troubled teens, making terrifying threats to a stuffed toy.
Right over there. Run and go pick him up, and then give me 10 push-ups.
And even telling 2 of her children that Santa Claus wouldn't be visiting them that Christmas because they were too numb to other punishments. The concerns were mounting, and the public's trust in the family was beginning to fade. A Change.org petition raised concerns about child abuse and neglect. The Franke parents defended their disciplinary methods, saying they were misunderstood. But the heat didn't stop there. In 2022, the Frankes split up, with Kevin moving out. Ruby, now 42, closed down their YouTube channel and teamed up with counselor Jody Nan Hildebrandt to become a mental health coach. They started a new video channel, Connections, and launched a joint Instagram account called Moms of Truth, offering parenting classes. Yet this move also got them into further trouble. Franke and Hildebrandt faced even more criticism on social media for their strong views on parenting, religion, and other touchy subjects. Their videos often got mocked, and critics were quick to hit back on social media against the Connections posts. Concerns also grew when neighbors and the Frankes' eldest daughter, a college student, noticed Ruby often left the younger kids alone at home, prompting them to call the authorities for a check. Moving on to August 30th, 2023, when Franke and Hildebrandt got arrested without bail in Evans, Utah. Just 2 days later, they faced serious charges of child abuse. The whole thing started when Franke's 12-year-old son, looking very thin with open wounds and duct tape on his arms, ran to a neighbor's house for help, asking for food and water. When emergency teams arrived, they found Franke's 10-year-old daughter at Hildebrandt's house, also looking sick and hurt. Both kids were taken to the hospital. The boy had severe malnourishment and cuts from being tied up with rope. The police searched the house and found things that matched the boy's injuries. The Utah Child and Family Services got involved, taking the boy, the girl, and 2 other Franke children into their care. Later, police learned that the boy had been using cayenne pepper and honey to treat his wounds, as per his account. On the day of the arrest, Franke's eldest daughter, Sherry, posted on Instagram expressing her relief and shared a photo of police at their home. She also mentioned in another Instagram post that it was a significant day for their family, indicating they had been trying to share their concerns with the police and CPS for quite some time. A few days after the arrest, Franke's 3 sisters, Ellie Meckham, Julie Griffiths-Deru, and Bonnie Holeen, who were also social media influencers, made a joint statement online. They mentioned that for the past 3 years, they had chosen to remain silent about their sister Ruby Franke to protect her children. They also stated that behind the scenes, they had been doing everything possible to ensure the kids' safety. A neighbor who lived near the Franke family for about 5 years mentioned some concerning signs, like the malnourished children. These signs made families in their neighborhood contact the authorities before Franke got arrested. However, The neighbor never imagined the children were being seriously abused. After getting arrested, YouTube banned Frankie from the platform and deleted all her channels. Jessie Hildebrandt, who is Hildebrandt's niece and uses they/them pronouns, told QTV on September 11th that they faced abuse from their aunt for about a year during their teenage years. They mentioned that the mistreatment they experienced over a decade ago was similar to what has been reported about Frankie's children.
So the things that I experienced while living with Jody, I experienced being tied, I experienced being duct taped, I experienced being blindfolded.
While staying with Jody, Jessie experienced being tied up, duct taped, and blindfolded. They also spoke about feeling extremely isolated and going through severe emotional and psychological distress. Jessie mentioned that they were told to stay away from others because they were seen as a danger, which made them so fearful that they were scared of themselves. Jessie remembered being isolated for up to 12 hours a day and once forced to sleep outside in the snow. They also said Jody accused them of having a sex addiction. After hearing about Frankie's claims, Jessie felt the need to share their story. Even though Jessie hasn't met Frankie, they found Frankie's words very familiar, noticing that Frankie's methods were similar to Jody's, showing a pattern. How devastating indeed. In late November, Kevin started the divorce proceedings against Ruby. People magazine saw court documents revealing Kevin's divorce filing, which is private under Utah's laws. Along with this, there was a rule issued for both Ruby and Kevin. It tells them not to bother or badmouth each other in front of their kids, as mentioned in the court papers. On December 15th, local Fox 13 said that Ruby's lawyers from Windward Law shared she had agreed to admit guilt to 4 counts of hurting her kids. In return, 2 charges would be let go. Now brace yourselves because here comes the twist. The lawyers blamed Jody, saying she took advantage of Frankie and led her to harm her 2 youngest children. They also said Jody kept Frankie away from her extended family, older kids, and husband Kevin for a long time. This separation made her adopt a wrong sense of what was right, all because of Jody's influence. On December 18th, 2023, Frankie said she was guilty of 4 counts of hurting kids, but claimed innocence for 2 others. She was accused of making her son work outside without good protection, causing bad sunburns, and even thinking her kids were possessed. She showed her regret by saying guilty as she admitted to the last count, according to the Tribune.
A second-degree felony.
Guilty.
To count 5, aggravated child abuse, a second-degree felony.
Guilty.
Frankie agreed to serve her jail terms one after the other, instead of at the same time. She was supposed to testify against Hildebrandt, but by December 27th, Hildebrandt also admitted to 4 counts of child abuse, with 2 charges being dropped. By February 20th, 2024, Frankie got 4 back-to-back prison sentences, ranging from 1 to 15 years. This was reported by Today, KSL5, and KUTV. The exact time she will spend in jail will be decided later by the Utah Board of Pardons and Parole, as mentioned by Utah's Deseret News. But because of a Utah law, she won't be in prison for more than 30 years in total. Meanwhile, Jody Hildebrandt, Ruby's old business partner, got the same kind of sentence. Now, what are your thoughts on this case? What can you do to ensure no children ever have to live such a horrifying life? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.